Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, Help with Gadgets, and we've got a pretty cool knife here to do a review of. This is the TwoSun TS559. This knife is on loan to me from Fred the Lug. Really appreciate him allowing me to take a look at this knife and do the disassembly and cleanings and the reviews and all the good stuff that I need to do to put out content. I actually saw this. Fred demonstrated this I think it was on a live or something like that. I saw him opening it, and I was like, "Can I check that out?" I've had some TwoSun knives in the past, and have been really impressed with the ones that I have seen. As I did a little bit of research, I found out that this is a night morning design. This actually a company from, I believe it's out of Germany, that does the design work. And then of course this is made in China by TwoSun, and it was an interesting looking knife to me. We'll get into that a little bit. Let's go ahead and do some of the normal things that we do. We're looking at about three and a half-ish on the blade length, and almost 8, a little bit over 7 3/4, almost 8 on the overall length. Now this is where it gets kind of interesting, the weight. Let's take a look at that. It is like a, well, we'll get into that a little bit. Okay, we've got it teared out, and we're looking at about 5.5 ounces. So not a light knife. So 5.5 ounces. Not on the light side. Not on the big heavy side either, but not light. All right, let's look at it compared to some other knives. Let's take a look at the QSP Penguin. Of course, that's going to be a good bit shorter. Let's look at the CJRB Pyrite. There you go there. Let's look at a couple of more that you may be familiar with. This is the Miguron Morial. It's going to be a similar length. And the Vostede Acorn, which is going to be shorter. All right. Let's see. Okay, this is the Kaiser Militao, the one you see there. And this is the Ozark Trail. Militao is going to be a little bit bigger. Ozark Trail's fairly similar in length there. All right, and that's the PM2, which is a good bit larger, and the Benchmade 940, which is somewhat similar. Oh, howbeit just a little bit thinner there. All right, let's take a look at thickness here. This is not a thin knife. This is it against the PM2. Here it is against the Kaiser Militao. It's thicker than the Militao, thicker than the Miguron Morial. So it's a pretty thick knife. In pocket, it's going to take up that kind of real estate there. There it is against the 940. There it is against the Militao. Something, even it's taller than the Militao. It's not going to be quite as tall as the PM2, but it's going to take up a decent amount of room. Let's see here. Here it is against the Miguron Morial. All right, let's see here. So let's just take a look at this knife. You've got some pretty cool, you got the writing around the pivot collar, which is pretty cool. But look at the milling on this knife. Even the pocket clip. Even on the edges here. Nicely chamfered. But look at the milling even on the top of the pocket clip. You've got a nice backspacer. And the milling on the pocket clip matches up. Look how it matches up to the scale itself. Really cool. Really neat. All right, lanyard hole. It does have a lanyard hole if you're something you're interested in. Blade steel on this one is 14C28N. Let's see, there's the night morning design, which I've had several of designs by night morning, and I like them. It's a TS559 and then 14C28N. So minimal billboarding there on the blade itself. And it has like a stonewash finish, which I really like. Jimping. It has jimping here along the top of that front flipper. You've got jimping here on that back flipper. And you've got some milling. I don't know if I'd call that jimping. I guess you could. And it works just fine there. You've also got some milling or some jimping there on the lock bar. So that's really good as well. Opening methods, you've got this reverse flick. You can use that almost round hole there and do that as well. So you can either go up here in this fuller or here. You can thumb flick it, which works really good. You can slow roll it. You can front flip it. You can back flip it. And probably a various and sundry other ways. That works just fine. That works just fine. Opening methods, it has a lot of them, and they all work really well, which means the detent is good, very good. Lock-up blade play is good. No side to side, no up and down, but I have disassemble and clean this one. So what's the price on this one? From what I understand, about $100. You're looking at a pretty cool knife, in my opinion. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but it is very cool, especially with all of the different opening methods that are available for this knife. And it has a bunch of them, and they all work very well. Very well done knife. A lot of milling, and I would expect that price to be a little bit more than that, but that's not the case. Let's see how it looks in pocket. I think I may have mentioned that. We got crashing stuff here, and let's see how that looks in pocket. We've got that very cool milling there, just the top of the knife sticking out. So not deep carry, but not bad either. All right, scale material, of course, titanium. Fits in the pocket just fine. It is a little heavy, and there are a little bit of an edge there if you were reaching in to get something out of your pocket, but nothing objectionable. I like this knife. Maybe down the road I might pick this one up if I have an opportunity. Not this necessarily this one, but one like this. I think it's a pretty cool knife. I like the Wharncliffe sheep's foot blades anyhow, and I like the opening methods, and I like having different ways you can open this knife. You've got the inset liner there, which I mentioned before, that you have pretty good access to. I wish they had scalloped this out just a little bit more to get to that. You see there's just there is access, but I would have liked a little, maybe just a tad more would have made it even more fidget friendly. But they did put jimping there on that lock bar, so that does help a lot. So there is a lot I like about this knife, and I probably would be one that I would recommend to others. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. While you're there, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. Hope to see you again soon. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I really appreciate you watching. Thank you.